Bank Stadium, just off the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens.
Please welcome your 2026 Baltimore Ravens.
Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go here in Baltimore. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Henry. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
What are you guys doing? This is just not a deal.
Ravens bring their punt team out. Take this in, back at the 16. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, In this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Back to throw, Mills. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At the 44-yard line.
Paid for this. You're embarrassing me.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Brings up second.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here's Mills. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Now Mills. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the second time. Both teams matching punts to start this one, so they'll go about trying to get something put together on the offensive side. It's 1st and 10. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Jackson will keep it himself, and that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to only about the 23.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Man in motion is Smith. Off the play fake. Jackson. Oh, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll run for it with Henry. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Here's the punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Mills to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they're going going to work this down inside the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Mills. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Throwing is Mills. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Second down, they need 3. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he will score! Touchdown, Texans. The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On first and 10, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll run it with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets past the 35 to about the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll stick with him again. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up third and 8.
shotgun. Here's Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Texans.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter, and at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Jordan. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now give on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Mills now. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Take it in, back at his own 12. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. First down throw for Jackson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. A deep shot for Aguilar. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the jump ball. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. This one down the field, but going to wind up incomplete. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Texans offense make their way out to take over once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Houston.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. Finding space inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
He's a great example of when a great play call meets great execution. His blockers created a nice run lane, and all he had to do was get there and hit it. And that is a massive gain on the ground.
So after 1, it's the Texans who have the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They'll come up here 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Zion McCollum there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. A 1st down picked up on the ground.
What a luxury, Mike, right? I mean, to have a guy like this that you know when you need these tough yards, you can just turn around, hand them the ball, and let him go get it. He's had some success already here in the 1st half, and that's a nice run to keep this drive going.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And the Texans are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes him down to about the 4.
1st down. 1st and goal, Houston.
Here's a run. Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
So D'Amico Ryans will bring on the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will extend to a 10-0 lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Oh, the ball's out. The Texans have it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
The Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
The receiver did his part. He creates really nice separation at the top of the route, but he just runs out of room on the sideline. I think the quarterback's thinking, get that ball out of my hand a little bit quicker, and I got myself a completion.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will open up a 13-0 lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Looking for his tight end there, but let him
Jackson's
too far.
Pass.
That's an incompletion.
For number 89, incomplete. Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
Third and long. From the gun, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that's just great athleticism on display. He's trying to find someone past the sticks, but he can't. Finally, he says, I'm just going to go get this myself with my legs. And he does. What a run to pick up the first down.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 1. Going to go right back to Henry. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Terrible. Awful. That was the worst call ever. This cannot be happening.
Here's the toss, right side to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He takes off.
The quarterback on the scramble. He was brought down by Eric Stokes. That's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 2.
Third and 2. Here we go. Try to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
John Harbaugh will send out the field goal unit. This one from 39 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are on the board now here in this second quarter.
Ravens 3.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. A return now from the 4. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense. And their running back set to go once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Start on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Back to throw, Mills. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Intended for number 80. Incomplete. He was covered by Brian Branch.
Third and 11. Motion man is the tight end going right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It's a frustrating series. It'll bring up fourth down.
He tried to keep the play alive as long as he could, understanding it's third down, and you've got to buy every second for somebody to unfold, give every opportunity to extend this drive. But I really like the decision at the end. Instead of taking a loss, instead of forcing the ball into a bad coverage look, he throws it away, probably ends the drive, but I don't think there was really anything else left for him to do.
The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Baltimore able to make the catch. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jackson. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
For number 85, incomplete. Malachi starts on the coverage.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. Again, it's Jackson. That one caught by Smith. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
That was a deal.
Wake up! We didn't come to see this.
Second and 10. Jackson up top again. Find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before third down.
Most back in.
Jackson looking to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Ravens. Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the Ravens are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off.
The ball carried by number 23. He was brought down at the back. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. To throw is Mills. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And the Texans first down.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Mills to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's first and 10. Mills now. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
Just past midfield.
Second down and 8. Throwing is Mills. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that ended up going the other direction.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Here's Mills. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic first down.
Now Mills. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's second and 8 at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's second and 8. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Can't believe I paid for this.
Man, Mike, I thought he was going to take that one all the way in for a touchdown, but give credit to the defense. Touchdown saving tackle, really good effort. But now they're going to have to buckle down and dig in because they're facing first and goal at the 1.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will extend this third quarter lead.
Ravens 10.
Stay in the
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Moving outside the pocket.
The quarterback on the scramble. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Jackson now. He'll try and get there on the ground. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
It's a gain of 20.
At this stage of the game, Mike, these are the plays that can alter the outcome. You find yourself trailing here in the second half. He's doing everything he can to keep this drive alive. A little bit through the air. This time, it's with his legs, and he picks up a huge first down.
They'll run. It's Henry. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll step up and run this. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
That's just such an athletic play by an NFL quarterback, Mike. And you can see he tried to remain a passer as long as possible, but once it became clear there was nowhere to go with the ball, he puts it down and decides to do the rest with his legs. And He's able to take it all the way in for a touchdown.
Tucker for the point out.
The extra point.
He's got it. And the Ravens are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Texans 20, Ravens 17.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Jackson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Raven 1st down.
For a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You have a tight end motioning left here. On the option, they give it to Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It will set up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Henry. Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run. Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
3rd and goal for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Johnny Wilson.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will tie the game here in the 3rd quarter. So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Back to throw, Mills. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's another
10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down for Houston.
And the Texans first down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
First and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. A throw on the move is caught. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down.
At the 12-yard line.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
First down, they'll run it on the draw. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Texans will go up by 7.
Score Texans 27, Ravens 20.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's going to get the first down up past the 35-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the give, here's Henry. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. He'll step up and run. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. He called his own number, and it worked. 16 on the gain and a first down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Now, faking the give. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Second down, Jackson. This one not quite on target. Let him too much. That one falls incomplete.
Malachi Starks on the coverage.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens will cut the lead down to 4.
Ravens 23.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Mills. He's got his man Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 8.
Mills to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Texas first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Give credit to the protection for handling that blitz, because that's what gave him the time he needed to make the play and keep this drive alive.
Set to go now on first and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
By number 23. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll stick with him again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down for Houston.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Houston.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Mills now. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing is Mills. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Now Mills. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Schultz, the motion man. Here's a run, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
He was taken down.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at 1 possession. That's a great start there on 1st down.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Mills. He's got it at the 3. They're going to stop him here, short of the goal line, but that flag is down, and it might set up a very interesting decision. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. In motion now, it's Collins. Back to the ground after the penalty. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
The line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Ravens' 2-yard line.
From a little further back, here's second and goal. Not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Houston. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Texans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
23.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flowers with the catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Baltimore.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll take off again. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Raven first down. And that last run sets a new NFL record. Most rush yards in a single game by a quarterback. It was set by Justin Fields when he was with the Bears. He had 178 on the ground in 2022. This game tops that. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Once you get down into this part of the field, most teams call it the red area. You have to finish by capitalizing with 6 points. Anything less than that feels like a little bit of a letdown, and after that sack, their chances of coming away with 6 get a lot more difficult.
Jackson now on second down. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that's it. It'll be third down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And they're going to get him once again. He's under siege. That is 3 in a row.
A 3-yard loss.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Start on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
First down.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going right, it's taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
19 yards.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
37-yard line.
Try the right side this time. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion now, it's Collins. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
It's a gain of
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. They'll drop to throw. That one is caught by Collins. And the Texans are going to have first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.